I'm going to connect some dots for you. I've got some videos after this. I'm going to break it down to you. And even Versace in their commercial tell you what they're up to. They tell you in their language, and that's the thing of what I do here is they have a language all their own. The elites, the people of certain industries, mystery schools of old, some of these families that date back, are taught these things. Part of the language that they speak, symbols, numbers, the occult backwards, things like that. But first thing we're going to look at is the Versace logo that was taken is the actual logo, the head of Medusa. Yeah, so, you know, when asked why he chose Medusa, Gianni, he responded that, you know, he liked the logo because she made people fall in love with her and that they had no way back. I mean, that's his actual quote. Now, for you who do not know who Medusa is, Medusa was found in Roman and Greek mythology. She was a monster, generally described as a winged human female with, you know, like a hideous face, like living venomous snakes in the place of her hair. The legend goes is people who stared into her face would turn into stone. So that is the legend of Medusa. And Medusa is used a lot of different ways in symbolism throughout cultures and things like that. But one of the modern uses of Medusa, it sometimes appears and represents a notion of nihilism, or nihilism, Nihilism. So let me give you some definitions of what that means. And so you'll start connecting what is really more deeply behind the symbolism of this logo. Nihilism is basically, which argues that life is without meaning, purpose, or value. That morality does not exist, and that any established moral values are abstractly contrived. So you start looking at it that way, of why they do what they do. And here's another one. Moral nihilism is actually the, for example, a moral nihilist would say that killing someone for whatever reason is not inherently right or wrong. So there's no objective, no reality. The morality does not exist. It's something inherent. You know, that is the description behind the whole thing with part of this Medusa logo and what they believe. Then now, notice that Versace and their family go back to ancient Rome. The family and where the logo came from was when he was playing on the floor in the ruins in Rome. The siblings played as children. This is where they saw this logo back in the ancient, some ruins they were playing. This is per their words. So it's interesting to note that in prophecy, in the Christian prophecy, that the New World Order will be, toward the end, prophecy, end times, a risen Holy Roman Empire. So it's very interesting when you start looking back to the connections of this logo. It goes around the Medusa head is totally Roman. That print goes back to that. And as you do your research into the Holy Roman Empire, the largest territory of that empire after 962 was the Kingdom of Germany. It's interesting that it also included the Kingdom of Bohemia, which you conspiracy people out there know of Bohemian Grove. See, nothing has really changed. Just things have been renamed, and things are still going on, renamed under different things like Bilderberg. You look at the old Holy Roman Empire imperial banner, it has the double eagle, or phoenix, whatever you want to say. The coat of arms, same thing. Same thing as the New World Order, their logos and their things throughout the years in secret societies, the Freemasons. It's all the same, just repackaged. So the other part of this is where I was going with this too, is in the fashion industry and the music industry.